anyone and everyone. This is Kim the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective tarot for today, Friday, February 14th, 2025. You may follow me in the book Talk the Tube. Why did I want to say the lube? And I wasn't thinking that kind of lube. I was thinking like Jiffy Lube. I don't know why. I do not know why. The talk, the tube, the book, the lemonade, the blue sky social, the fan base, or not. Totally up to you. Yeah, why am I thinking Jiffy Lube? And again, not like that. Like in reference to a vehicle. Oh man, take what resonates. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It might not. I don't know. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. If some of it does not, just leave it where you found it, okay? How about that? I seriously I don't know. Jiffy Lube. I don't know. Intuitive City, Oracle, Rob Barthelman, intuitiveintention.com. I really got to get on TikTok and look and see if they have it in the TikTok shop, because I think TikTok literally has 30 days left or something stupid like that, because they gave it 60 days or something, and then they were going to pull the plug again or something. I don't know. I don't know. One on the table. Jiffy Lube. It's funny because we got a good one. One on the table to major. I was in a different department all day, and I kept getting little downloads throughout the day, but I couldn't write anything down. I don't have the time down there, and if people see me doing it, they're going to be like, "What are you doing?" I got two on the table, but it's on my knee. It's balancing. Two on the table, two major. Okay, the last couple of reads. Yesterday we had 4 majors, but the day before we only had 1, I think. So yeah, I was getting little downloads and snippets all day, but I couldn't write them down, and then I forgot them all. Because, that's how it is. But the Jiffy Lube thing is pretty funny. Three on the table, 2 major. I can't win with work. Let me just say that, because there's only a few of us on the team that get sent to other departments to work in other departments, and I'm one of them. Now, if I run into one of my team members, they're like, "Oh, you're downstairs. Oh, I'm sorry." Or it always seems to be the opposite. When I'm happy to be down there, they're like, "Oh, you're downstairs. I'm so sorry you're down there." And then when I make a comment of I don't want to be down there, why am I the only one down there? Then they're like, "Oh, well, take one for the team." And it's take one for the team. There's 5 of us that go down there, and everybody else gets to stay in our own department. Take one for the team. How about you take one for the team? How about you go work in another department? Fancy pants. Actually, I was down there all day for the whole 10 hours, and I really did not mind it. The only thing is at the end of the day, I'm the only woman down there. And there weren't many people, because they had me what we call inducting. So I'm putting items into bins. The bins go into the system. They go upstairs where I usually am to pick it or to pack it. The thing is in the afternoon, all the morning people leave. So all my buddies leave that are down there. And then the next team, they get sent out to go pick, to bring the stuff for us to put in the bins to go upstairs for them to pick and pack. And everybody was out running around picking, and there were only 3 of us at inducting stations, and there wasn't a lot to induct because everybody was waiting for stuff to come back. So the last like hour and a half, I didn't have anybody to talk to. I had to go really slow with my items because otherwise I would have ran out. But I actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed being down there. And it's funny because my first instinct is always to be like, why am I always down here? But then afterwards, I'm like, I like being down here. It takes me a minute. It takes me a minute. Four on the table. Now that I wasted 6 minutes talking about jibber jabber. Okay, 4 on the table, 3 major. 5 on the table, 6 on the table. Okay, 6 on the table, 3 major. 7 on the table, 3 major. Ooh, that went sideways real quick. Okay, we got 8 on the table, 3 major. I think my hands are still technically dirty. I'm afraid to wipe my eye. Nine on the table. Ooh. Okay, can we stop dropping them on the floor? Like, what do I look like? Like, they're literally falling through a crevice here. I'm like pressed against the table. We got 10, 4 major. All right, we're doing one more shuffle. What else we got? What else we got? $11 with bottom of the deck, and we have 5 major. All right, I'm gonna set this on the box on the sill. We've got the Sun, the Fool, 6 of Swords, 6 of Swords. I don't know. I don't know. The Hangman, 2 of Cups. I don't even know whose voice that is. Like, I don't even know. 3 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Oh, sorry, 4 of Swords. Sorry, 4 of Swords. I'm just blind, that's all. 10 of Wands. The Star. And then bottom of the deck, the High Priest. Feminine, masculine, take heart, resonates, it doesn't matter. So the funny thing is when these first 6 cards came out, the Sun, the Fool, the 6 of Swords, the Hangman, the 2 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. Someone is either wanting to get into a new relationship or they are getting into a new relationship with the Hangman and the Two of Cups. I got that right away. For those of you that, I mean, technically a Two of Cups, I mean, it's funny because people will say the Lovers can be like a work situation. I mean, technically the Two of Cups could be a work situation when you think about it. But for me, like, I really got, sorry, let me move that down a little bit. I really got relationship. Like someone's either getting into one or they want one. And it's funny because I think whoever this is, they're ready for a relationship. I think there's some remembrance of the Three of Swords. I think there's some worry with the Ten of Wands of kind of like diving in too deep too fast. You know what I mean? Like you get into a relationship and you just give it your all, and like you're afraid it's gonna flounder. Like there's that worry that someone's gonna commit too fast. And I think overall with the High Priest, like, I mean, you need to use your intuition in the situation. Anybody needs to use their intuition. But the funny thing is like everything here is good. Like whoever this is, with the Sun and the Fool. I mean, the Fool and the Six of Swords. Like new beginnings. With the Sun card, whoever this person is, like they're not a bullshitter. Like this is someone that's going to get in a relationship. They're going to tell you what they're looking for. They're going to tell you what they expect. And not to sound like a jerk, but when you go into romantic relationships, I'm of the opinion that you should have expectations. You have wants, you have needs, you're a human being, you know who you are, you know what you're looking for in another person. I don't think it's wrong to have expectations. Now, I will say that when you're starting off in a relationship, first off, all those expectations, wants, and needs, as far as I'm concerned, should be discussed beforehand. You two decide to get into a relationship. And I would just say, when you get into that relationship at the beginning, you still have to allow for some trial and error, right? Like, and it's funny because I don't even think, like me personally, I don't really feel like I expect that much. What's funny is when I was on OkCupid, I had I had like a synopsis on my description page, especially when I first got on after my divorce. I was on OkCupid, Hinge, and Bumble, and I had like a paragraph, 2 paragraphs worth of shit on there. And the funny thing is most of what I had on there is basic stuff. Like, you need to have your own job, you need to have your own place to live. You could live with your parents, you could live with your sister, your brother, I don't care. But you still have to have your own place to live because you're not living at my place. You have to have your own transportation because you are not borrowing my car, sir and or ma'am. And again, a job, because I'm not paying for everything. I'm of the opinion, when you're dating, I think there should be equal. Like, I'll pay for this one, you pay for the next one, or we go Dutch every time. Whatever works. If you're in a relationship with someone that can pay all the time and that's what they do, then congratulations. I've never been in that type of situation. I've never had that. And I wouldn't really expect that. Would it be great? It would be awesome. I would love that. But am I going to find that? Probably not. But the reverse is the same, right? Like, don't expect me to pay for everything. I don't expect you to pay for everything. Don't expect me to pay for everything. Been there, done that. Not doing it again. And I have these things listed in my little synopsis thing. And really, when you think about it, those are just basics for a human being. Like, that shouldn't even have been in my thing. But I just put that out there because seriously, I, I want to weed them out. Like, I want to weed them out. Like, I don't want people knocking at my door that don't have their shit situated. You know what I mean? I'm a very put together person. Even if I hadn't started my own business last year, even if I hadn't done all the things that I've done in the last year, I still have a job, a full time job that I work at, that I sometimes do overtime. Like, I contribute to society. I pay my own way, right? I pay my bills. I live on my own. I expect to get with a male or a female that can do exactly the same. Totally different story, if someone, knock on wood, loses their job or whatever the case may be. Obviously, that's a different story. But there's no way in hell I'm going to date somebody that can't take care of themselves. I cannot tell you, and I've told you guys this before, I cannot tell you how many women I've known. Not so much men, just because I, the male friends that I have jobs. I work with them. But the women, I know a lot of women that just date men that don't have any direction, don't have a job, don't have a car, don't have a place to live. Take care of me. Can you take care of me? Can you be my mommy? No. They might be willing to do that for some D. I am not. I am not. Nope. Absolutely not. Whoever this is someone that they know what they want. They know what they're looking for. They have with the seven of wands, they have absolutely no issue saying, hey, this is me, this is what I'm looking for. If you can't hack it, keep on walking. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman saying that. I don't think there's anything wrong with a man saying that. And I know I've seen stories on TikTok all the time where guys will post things like they're dating their girlfriend for like 3 months, and all of a sudden, like, it'll just get crazy. Like, they'll expect an engagement ring at 3 months, or they expect the guy to pay for everything, but they don't contribute anything. And I get it. Men and women, we all see it on both sides. I get it. I completely understand. But I just, like, those guys shouldn't have to settle. I shouldn't have to settle. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should have to settle, really. And when I say settle, I mean, like, I feel like everybody settles a little bit, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna settle for someone that can't even fill basic criteria. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this person is with the Four of Swords, this person does all right on their own. This isn't someone that, like, oh, woe is me, I don't have a relationship. No, this is somebody that goes about their day and does their thing. And um, you don't have a relationship. Maybe they have the same thought as me. Like, God will bring it in when they bring it in, or they won't, and I'll be just fine either way. Or maybe this is someone, younger. I'm 44. Maybe this is someone that's like 25. I mean, you got plenty of time. You're 25, for God's sakes. 30, you got plenty of time. I didn't meet my ex-husband until I was 31, halfway to 32. We didn't get married till I was 35. With the hangman, again, they're just, whoever this is, they're looking for something they haven't had before. Again, it gives like, I've settled before and I'm not gonna settle this time. Like, I want what I want, and that's what I want. Because here's the thing with the Three of Swords, it does lead to heartbreak if you settle. Even if you get in a relationship and it goes along and it's going along quote unquote fine, but you've settled, if you're unhappy, that's heartbreak. Even if the relationship is stable, and it's going along okay, and the other person loves you and technically you love them, but you're not having all your needs and wants met, if you're not happy, that's heartbreak. Make no mistake about that. We typically break our own hearts, right? A lot of the time we do that. That's how I feel about my marriage, my ex-husband. I've told you guys that before. And it's sad because, and I've said this before too, like, I broke his heart for sure. I know I did. I have to live with that for the rest of my life. But the thing is I was breaking my own heart because I was somewhere I didn't want to be. And I'll be damned if I'm going to live the rest of my life somewhere where I don't want to be. Just saying. My electrolyte drink. I should have brought my lip balm. Get really dry in the warehouse. The star card. This person, whoever this is, like, they watch other couples make it. Date, get married, have kids, whatever the case may be. Like, they're watching their girlfriends get married and have committed, fulfilling relationships. And every relationship has their problems, right? Like, again, we always somewhat kind of settle, but you really shouldn't have to settle for the things that are really important. You know what I'm saying? It's like this person has watched other people have these really great relationships and they want that too. Someone recognizing that they deserve that. And again, for some, like, this is being sought after, and for others, like, this is like happening, it's beginning. I don't know what. So, Three of Swords in reverse is healed wounds. So let's talk about healing and getting into relationships. What do you guys think? Like, if you have any comments, leave them in the comments. Me personally, I feel like if you came out of a relationship, I mean, typically, like me personally, I would need some time to heal. Do I think it's okay to get into a new relationship when you haven't completely healed? I mean, again, we never completely heal, but I don't I don't see why you can't get into a relationship and still be healing from a past one. Now, granted, I'm not the person that would break up with someone and 5 days later be in bed with someone else. I mean, unless, well, used to be like friends with benefits casual. But I would never get out of a relationship and then get into a relationship with someone else right away. But I don't think, like me personally, I don't think it's such a bad thing to be healing and getting into a relationship as long as you've had some time on your own to start that process, if that makes sense. I don't know. Leave anybody watching this, leave your comments. I want to read them because I want to know how everybody else perceives that. Because for me, like I told you guys the other day that the guy that I was with for 4 or 5 months in 2023 reached out to me on Sunday, and we talked a little bit until yesterday morning. Um, I just sent him a little message saying drive carefully because we had all that snow on Wednesday and everything, and he said, "Yeah, you too." And that was the last time we talked, and that's fine. The thing is when him and I broke up, like right away, I got back online like I was gonna date. And I was on there for a couple of weeks and then I quit. And that's when I decided celibate journey. Celibate journey. Um the same time, like I don't really think that there was a lot to heal from there. I had a lot of questions because again at the time I thought he was seeing someone else and I was like a third party, I was a side piece, you know. And in the back of my mind I still feel like that might be true. I still feel like he might have reached out on Sunday thinking, you know, he was going to get lucky real easy and he found out he wasn't, you know. Um but maybe not, maybe not. And I don't know that it's ever for me to really care or believe that because I don't know how often we're actually going to talk to each other in the future going forward. But and even then when I broke up with him, like I didn't think our relation, like I wasn't in love with him or anything like that. I liked him, you know, I wanted more, but I wasn't in love with him. Like I don't want to sound like such a jerk, but like there wasn't a lot to get over because I like the relationship wasn't that way. Do you know what I'm saying? Had the relationship been that way? I mean, for me it didn't matter either way. I decided that I wasn't up for a relationship period, you know? But leave it in the comments if you have comments about healing from past relationships while you're getting into new ones. I'd like to see if anybody has an opinion on that. Because I've said it in the past too, like healing journeys. Like if you're on a healing journey and all of a sudden you get into a relationship, like is that smart? Is that wise? I was on my healing journey when I met him, and I was with him for 4 or 5 months. But again, to me, it wasn't a real relationship. So like I went about my business and did my thing. I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I think I'm gonna leave it here though, because I'm not I'm not getting anything else. I like this. Somebody ready for love. I love it. I hope they get it. I do. On this Valentine's Day 2025, I hope you get your love. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all have a great evening, a fabulous weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.